Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. So we are in another question type regarding CSWE tutorials, or let's say preparation. And today's question is about the conversion of step file into, let's say, sheet metal part so that we can use some of the sheet metal features. Okay, the part will be the kind of this part. Okay, so this the advanced sheet metal part is important because we might see a couple of questions regarding that. Okay, and today I'm going to try and show some of the tips and tricks regarding that exam. Okay, before starting, if you like my tutorials, my videos, just don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for future update. Try to turn on the bell notifications. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. First question is we need to find the outer cutting length of this part after getting flat pattern. Okay, so therefore it's important to convert the step file, as you see, the step file into the sheet metal part. That might be imported file, IGS file, or other file types. Okay, first we need to use a couple of commands in order to convert. The first question is very easy. You just need to use, for example, you can use insert bends, or you can use convert to sheet metal. Both method might work, but today I'm gonna go ahead and use insert bends since it's easy to use. But before starting, I make sure that I need to know the thickness of the part. First of all, let's go ahead and try to select these faces. So the thickness, what I believe, delta y, it's 2 mm. And what's the inner bend radius? I'm gonna go ahead and check that one too. Let's go ahead and try to see, and inner bend radius is 5. So in conversion process, I need to take into consideration those as well. And I'm gonna go ahead and use insert bend. And as you see, the radius is 0.5. This should be 5 mm. Okay. So the fixed face, I'm gonna go ahead and use this face, and all other parameters will be regular. Okay, I mean default. Let's go ahead and try to click OK. Okay, so as you see, we have a couple of sheet metal features over here. So sheet metal part, and we got our cut list. Okay, just right click, try to check out automatically update the cut this part. Okay, so we have a flatten bends. As you see, we have all these bends we got from the step file. Okay, we have a process bends and so on. So what we need to do, we need to find outer cutting length. So actually we don't need to make a flatten, but overall let's try to see if this one is correct. As you see, it's correct. Let's go ahead and try to see what is the outer cutting length. In order to find that, and I don't need to measure all these one by one. Just go ahead and right click on the cut list and go to properties, and over here you have cutting length outer, and we have 1725.01 is the correct answer. I'm gonna go ahead and change it back. And the first question might be easy. You just need to find to convert one command and just right click and go to properties. So the next question you might see, like remove geometry from sheet metal part. Okay, so over here we had before the circle over here, hole over here, and we had a slot feature somewhere over here, so we need to get rid of that. Okay, and we should get rid of 2 holes from here as well. So this might be challenging if you don't know the proper command. It might be pain, but I'm gonna go ahead and use tell you one simple command, which I love that command and you are going to love as well. I'm gonna go ahead and use direct editing tools, and over here I'll use delete face. Okay, because let's go ahead, before starting delete face, for example, if you want to, you can first of all in sheet metal, let's go ahead and try to use a flatten. Okay, in the flatten state you can't remove any of these features. If you want to try, just go ahead and try, because you don't have any available features. You have available feature on extruded cut, but you don't have any base, flange, or others, so you can't. Or You can use, let's say, unfold. Okay, let's go ahead and try to fix this face, and I'm gonna go ahead and use this and just right click. If you want to remove only this feature from this bend, yeah, you can remove these by adding tabs or base flange features. You can remove this. Remove means you can add feature over there. You can fill those. But the problem is when you try to put something over here, you have a bend. That will create an issue. That will create a problem. So you will lose your bend, and after that you can't fold again the part. So in that case, maybe you might need to go ahead and use draw a line from here. Okay, you might need to use sketched bend. You can just bend that again, but over here bending is not 90 degree. That will be probably 80 degree, or 80 degree bend. But that's very challenging. It will take a lot of time, and sometimes it might not work as well. But over here I'm going to use one simple command. I'll go back. Okay, just okay, uncheck that. I'm gonna go ahead and use direct editing tools, like delete face, and I'll select all the faces one by one. Okay, but you should select delete and patch. I'm gonna go ahead and just click OK, and over here you have a bend still there, so it still works. I'll try that one too. Let's go ahead and try select all these. This is the way and easiest and the fastest way, especially in CSWE exam, to remove the features from sheet metal part and even from bends. Okay, as you see, we have a feature over here as well. I intentionally put these features, some of these locations. Okay, just to show you that you can't simply use some standard tools. You might need to use some of these. So let's go ahead and delete face. Looks nice as expected, as it's expected. So we need to measure the mass of the part. We don't need to flatten, we don't need to do anything. You just need to measure the mass of the part. In order to measure that, I need to apply material. What I remember, it's 1060 alloy, no, 6061 alloy. Let's go ahead and change that, but at this time doesn't matter actually. 6061 6061 alloy. Let's go ahead and click OK and apply the material and close this. So the mass properties, 525.7 grams is the correct answer. Let's go ahead and try to see. Yeah, these are the locations of those features that we might need to remove them. So question 18 is done. Let's go ahead and check the question 19. Next question. As you see, we try to solve 2 or 3 questions. So 3 questions out of 20. If you know some of these techniques, it means that in 15 minutes, let's say 10 to 15 minutes maximum, you will solve 3 questions. So that's a lot of time left for other questions. I don't say that you will exactly see something like this, but the techniques you might need to know. Okay. So over here we need to add the cut feature, as you see over here, one of these bends. So you have to successfully remove the slot in our previous feature, so that in the next question, like in question 19, that you can add this bend. I mean all this feature. If you have a problem on the first question, you will have a problem on the second and next question. So all 3 questions will be gone. So you need to know all these features properly. Okay, let's go ahead and try to add this feature. So it's quite easy. I'm gonna go ahead and, again, as I showed you before, we need to use unfold command. I'm gonna go ahead and select this face. We can just collect all bends. Let's go ahead and try. Okay, let's go to use rectangle. Open a new sketch first. Just a simple rectangle command. I'm gonna draw this. So let's go ahead and check the dimensions. 30, 55, 35 from the edge. This will be 30. So this will be 55. So from this edge, 35. Since this area is a bent area and the dimension will change after cut extrusion, therefore we have a dimension somewhere over here as a reference dimension. Okay, let's just try to add this 40 mm from this side as well. Okay, nice. So we have a 5 mm the radius for all 4 sides. Let's go ahead and try 5 and select all. Just right click one more time. Okay, we have added our sketch, and I'm gonna go ahead and use sheet metal and extrude cut. Over here I'll just link to thickness. I'm gonna go ahead and click OK. So we added a cut over here. Next is to use a fold command, and the fixed face, again collect all bends. I'm gonna go ahead and click OK. So we successfully added. The question is, let's go ahead and check. Oh, this is the next question. The question is, what is this X distance from this side? And let's go ahead and try to measure that. It's quite easy. You need to go ahead and access measurement tool. I'm gonna go ahead and select this edge and also this edge. So the answer is the distance 27.0879 mm. 27 or 20. Okay, we need to measure the DZ. Okay, actually 26.62 is the correct answer. Okay, everyone, so this is the sheet metal conversion. I believe this tutorial will be very helpful, and you will find all of these techniques useful. So if you like this tutorial, please just hit the like button, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel if you are preparing for CSWE, CSWA, CSWP, let's say all certification exams, that you might find all these exam tutorials helpful for your preparation. Thank you.